Welcome, everybody, to Breathitt County High School baseball field as we get set for – actually, we've already started the game between Breathitt County High School and the Russell Red Devils. As Russell led off with the Red Devils had a leadoff double from Elijah Hankins out at second base at the moment.
Russell with a record of 3-12 from the 16th region. 63rd district, coached by Tim Rice. Of course, the Bobcats 7-9. Region 14 district 55, coached by second-year head man Justin Combs. In Breathitt County, the defending 14th region champions. Russell in their black uniforms, maroon numbers, yellow trim or gold trim.
It's a 0-1 count at the plate to Mocus, and I apologize if we're saying these names wrong. We're doing the best we can as Crisp on the mound for Breathitt County sets the 0-1, fouled off for strike two.
Of course, Russell's the home of Billy Ray Cyrus. He played against the Bobcats back in '79 down here at the field down here, Steve. Football.
It's all right.
Sure did. Kevin Davidson can remember that. Then, of course, he also played baseball for Russell, went on to play baseball for Georgetown College from Flat Lick, Kentucky.
Here's a ground ball up the middle, going over fielding from short and throwing it to first in time for out number two is Isaac Bellamy. Runner does advance from second to third, and that's out number two here in the top of the first. We're scoreless thus far as Russell got the leadoff double from Hankins. He's over at third base.
We was scheduled to broadcast 11 a.m. game, Breathitt County versus Floyd Central from the 15th region, but due to the rain, everything got pushed back.
Yeah, and Breathitt's still going to play Floyd Central, but they're going to play the last game. It's a round robin Citizens Bank and Trust Classic here at Breathitt County High School as trying to get the feed from the center field camera to come in, and it's not doing so. As here's a fly ball in the center field caught by Stacy, and Russell will strand a runner at third, go to the bottom half of the first, scoreless, back in one. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Welcome back to Breathitt County High School baseball field. Scoreless as we go to the bottom half of inning number one, as we're going to run down the lineup real quick for Breathitt County. For the Bobcats, leading off at shortstop is Bellamy. Combs is at second, batting second. The catcher Turner will bat third, and Howard, the third baseman, is in the cleanup spot for the Bobcats. Pitcher Crisp will bat fifth. The DH Bird in the sixth spot. Hudson at first, batting seventh. Oh, is that right? We'll get that in a minute. Hollins in right field, batting eighth, and Stacy in center, batting ninth. Not batting for Breathitt County is the left fielder, Adam Spencer. Excuse me, no, Jake Fugit. I apologize. Jake Fugit in left field.
A beautiful afternoon for high school baseball, 14th region versus 16th. The field's in great shape considering all the rain we had last week.
Took a lot of work to get it there. Was over here this morning and watched them kind of go at it, trying to get it to be in playable condition, as they've been able to do that.
first meeting between the year between Russell and the Bobcats. Of course, the Bobcats, we called that game last Monday where they lost to Hazard in the first round of 14th Region All-A. And this season is pretty close to halfway through. Bobcats now wearing their blue uniforms with black trim, white outline, white pants, trying to get some offense generated. Up to bat first for Breathitt County is number 8, Isaac Bellamy, the senior, and one of the best in the 14th region, if not in the mountains. Very good basketball player as well for Coach Jeff Honeycutt. A ball low for ball one. We are scoreless here at the Breathitt County Baseball Complex. We do want to thank you for spending your Saturday afternoon. It's a big hit, a long single by Bellamy. We do want to thank you for spending your Saturday afternoon with us here. I'm James Turner with my good friend Steve Neese, the veteran of WJSN Sports Broadcasting.
Yeah, if we could get this center field camera to work, we'd be in better shape. But as it is, Breathitt County with the runner at first, nobody out. The bottom half of the first inning. We're going to run down the defensive lineup for Russell real quick. On the mound is Mokus, Witt behind the plate, third to first in order. Adams, Hankins, Hignott, Frazier, left to right in order. Criswell, Mitchell, and then Mitchell. We'll get the first names in a second. As throw over to first, not in time. Bellamy was able to get back. Combs at the plate, trying to at the very least move the runner into scoring position. The first pitch taken for strike one.
Bellamy, a senior for Breathitt County, number 8. He, of course, played basketball too, like we said. And also played golf for the Bobcats and Coach Terry Miller. Won the All-A several times.
Throw over to first, not in time. Bellamy able to get back safely. The center fielder for Russell is Parker Mitchell and Caden Mitchell, the right fielder. As Mokus sets. Now throws over to first once again. Bellamy diving back again for the Bobcats.
Mokus, a ERA of 5.08. This is his 6th game pitched. He's gave up 25 hits, now 26 hits, and 18 runs, 15 earned runs, walked 10, struck out 15.
The 0-1 going to be fouled off for strike 2, and Combs down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend.
So an 0-2 count to Combs at the plate. Runner at first, nobody out. As Mokus will check the runner. He'll come sad as he kind of rocks a little bit before he sets. Does so now. Pitch. Breaking ball stayed upstairs. Fouled off. Count still 0-2.
24 Aiden Combs, a 2-year starter. But he's just an 8th grader for Coach Justin Combs. Also Kyle Crisp, Patrick Wood, and Tim Gross in the dugout with Coach Justin Combs.
Throw back over to first again. Bellamy back safely.
Runner at first for Breathitt County. No balls, 2 strikes.
As the 0-2 outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Russell had a leadoff double in the top of the first, but stranded the runner at third. Breathitt County trying to take an early lead here in the bottom half of that first inning as the 1-2 breaking ball goes low and away for ball 2. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Runner at first base for Breathitt County.
Throw over to first again. Bellamy goes back diving safely.
Breathitt County hasn't played a game since the loss to Hazard last Monday. They lost that game 7-2 in the 14th Region All-A first round. Like Steve said, this is the Citizens Bank and Trust Classic.
2-2 break-even pitch fouled off once again. Count still 2 balls, 2 strikes.
As the runner goes back to first base for Breathitt County. We're in the bottom of the first. Breathitt County 0, Russell 0. Ball high.
Make it full count, 3-2. So payoff pitch forthcoming from Mocus. Bellamy still over at first. This is going to be lifted foul, right field side, and out of play. Count still full.
A reminder, the world famous Sports Talk will be on Tuesday at 5:30. Kevin Davis's Bluegrass Show will be on Wednesday at 6.
Throw over the first. Ball gets by the first baseman, but it hit Bellamy as he was diving back and doesn't go far enough for him to advance anywhere. So still full count, nobody out. Runner still at first base for Breathitt County. Russell has spent a lot of time trying to keep him there. They've probably thrown as many over to first as they have to the plate. Mocha sets, delivers, payoff pitch, upstairs. Ball 4, and that's a hit, then a walk for Breathitt County. Runners at first and second for the Bobcats.
As the catcher goes and talks to his pitcher, trying to calm him down.
There's still nobody out here in the bottom of the first for the Bobcats.
As number 52, Robbie Turner, comes to the plate. Turner, a junior for the Bobcats. Bobcats has runners at first and second.
Mocus will set, check the runner. Comes to the plate, and a swing and a miss for strike 1. So an 0-1 count to Turner at the plate. Breathitt County with the runner in scoring position. They got 2 on. Bellamy at second, Combs at first. Bobcats trying to get on the board first here in the bottom half of inning number 1. As Mocus will set. Turner squares like he's going to bunt. Strikes and misses for strike 2. Went after it, just didn't make contact.
Trying to advance those runners. Congratulations to Olivia Clemens, signed with Berea. Maddie Haddix going to Alice Lloyd.
The softball team actually in action across the way. Round robin over there as well as the 0-2 to Turner. He's going to foul it off. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes.
So congratulations to those 2 young ladies going to play 4 more years of collegiate softball. And Haddix may play basketball as well.
Mocus sets. He'll check the runner, come to the plate. Breaking ball that goes low and away for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bobcats got a runner in scoring position.
Mocus will set. Again, checks the runners. Now delivers to the plate, and Turner fouls it off once again, keeping the at-bat going. Nobody out. As a leadoff single by Bellamy, then a walk to Combs. 1-2 count to Turner at the plate. Russell did strand the 1 runner in their half of the first. Breathitt County trying to be a little more efficient here in their half of the first inning. as Mokus kicks the 1-2. And they're going to say he went around for strike 3, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the first. Runners stay at first and second, and that's one down.
One down for the Bobcats. Up now to the plate, number 34, Sebastian Howard, a sophomore.
As Mokus with the sign. Sets and delivers. Runners go. Swing and a miss by Howard at the plate. Throw high. Gets into left field. Bellamy started to the plate, but then will hold up.
He'd been a close play if he would have decided to take off, but probably a smart play as Wooten held him at, as well, Coach Combs, excuse me.
Yep.
Held him at third. Runners at second and third. 2 runners in scoring position for Breathitt County here. Bottom of the first.
0-1 count. Mokus will wind with runners at second and third. This one's in the dirt. Gets by the catcher. Bellamy takes off. He will score, and Combs over at third now on the wild pitch. 1-0 Breathitt County.
With one out here. Runner still at third base for the Bobcats.
And a 1-1 count at the plate.
Bash Howard, a sophomore. Boy, he's played a lot of baseball in his life.
He absolutely has. This is third year starting varsity for Breathitt County as the 1-1 fouled back for strike 2, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
A lot of summer baseball, too.
Yep. Travel ball in the summer, as you alluding to there.
Steve, you like to lose out of Lexington with Mark Pope?
1-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. That's out number 2 here in the first. Runner still at third for Breathitt County.
Number 5, Eli Chris to the plate.
As far as Mark Pope goes, I think given the way the coaches above him were turning Kentucky down, that's probably not a bad hire, to be honest with you.
Did they ask Billy Donovan and Bruce Pearl? Don't think so.
Bruce Pearl, no.
Billy Donovan,
understandable why they didn't. Billy Donovan, they did reach out to the camp and was told no interest.
And Dane Hurley wouldn't answer the phone calls.
Yeah. The 1-0. Taken for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
He's looks like very energetic. A lot of passion he's going to bring to the Wildcats.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little skeptical at first, but we'll support him as the 2-0 low and away for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes.
It'd be different.
He's got a roster to try to put together for next season.
I'd imagine he's going to bring 2 or 3 of his players from BYU. You know, BYU has those strict guidelines for the players. You know, no just religious guidelines. If they break them, they're off. So he said that kind of prohibited him from recruiting.
Yeah, the 3-0 is taken for strike 1 as Mokus delivers the 3-1, fouled back.
I do hope
strike
he adds some of those Maui invitationals to the tournament. I hope he does some things different than we're used to. Because you got older teams that can adapt to that pretty quick.
Breaking ball breaks enough to catch the plate for strike 3, and that'll do it in the bottom half of the first inning for Breathitt County. They do plate 1, but they strand 1. We go to the top of the second. Due up for Russell, 5, 6, 7. That's Criswell, Mitchell, and Witt. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
And welcome back to the Breathitt County High School Baseball Complex as we go to the top half of inning number 2 and due up for the Red Devils 5, 6, 7. That's Criswell, Mitchell, and Witt. And for Russell, that will be Parker Mitchell, the center fielder, to the plate here in the top of the second. Breathitt County did play a run in the bottom half of the first. They stranded a runner as well, lead it 1-0 going to the top half of the second. We do have our center field camera working now on the YouTube channel. If you're listening in, you want to watch, go to youtube.com, search. Once you get there, go to the search bar and look up WJSN 97.3. We are live now. And while you're there, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll get notifications anytime we are live.
Live in living color. Bobcats taking on Russell. Bobcats leading 1-0 here on WJSN Sports. A beautiful Saturday afternoon for Mountain Baseball.
As Criswell steps up, first pitch, ground ball to third, throw to first in time for out number 1.
Good play by Badge Howard, the third baseman for the Bobcats. Number 14 up to the plate for Russell, the Red Devils.
That's Parker Mitchell.
Parker,
The center fielder.
he's a senior.
Digs in. First pitch from Crisp. He squares the bump, pulls back, takes ball 1.
One out here, top of the second. Bobcats leading 1-0.
This Crisp winds the 1-0. Popped foul. Will it stay playable? It will not, and that's strike 1. Count even at a ball and a strike.
Now crowd here at the Breathitt County Baseball Complex on the banks of Pambo Lake.
Breathitt County a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. 1-1 count to Parker Mitchell at the plate, the center fielder for the Red Devils. Base is empty. As Crisp winds, delivers. Breaking ball with the swing and a miss for strike 2.
Nice pitch by Crisp. Also a good football player, too.
Here's the 1-2. Upstairs, taking ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes as the count goes even. You're talking about the hire for Kentucky, Mark Pope. Mark Pope, back in the day, I have to dig out my jersey. I had a Mark Pope jersey in high school. Is the break-even pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 3. That's out number 2 here in the second.
Was it the
for
denim
Russell.
jersey?
No, it was the blue. It was had the
Star
thing down the
artist.
side that kind of curved up and all that. Yeah, it was. But yeah, one of the my favorite players back in the day. Of course, you and I both old enough to remember him as a player.
Number 41.
But 9 years now as a head coach, he's got through those years a good track record as far as the regular season, all that goes. Does not have a tournament win, NCAA tournament win under his belt, but given where he's been, it's not.
You can see.
Yeah,
why.
you can understand as the 1-0, a breaking ball here that breaks across the plate for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Witt.
They're making $5.5 million.
So it saved Kentucky a little money.
They offered Danny Hurley $12 million.
1-1 pitch from Crisp. Outside, ball 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. 1-0 Breathitt County in the top of the second inning. Of course, once the announcement was made, a couple of boosters stepped up, dropped $4 million to the NIL fund for University of Kentucky.
Yes,
so, I mean, there's some positives.
Oh, yeah.
For the people that were not a fan of the way things were ran before, it's going to be totally different now. Here's the 2-1.
Totally different, that's for sure.
Pulled right down that left field line, fair. They get it, throw it in, as it's a 2-out double for Witt and the Red Devils.
A nice hit for the Red Devils. A stand-up double.
They bring Hignott to the plate, and a courtesy runner out for Russell. That is Brinkman. Get the first name in a second. Frank Brinkman. The courtesy runner.
Brinkman. You know, little known fact, Dave Letterman, Mark Pope's wife worked for Dave Letterman.
Cool.
Yeah, and her dad coached college basketball as well.
Well, of course, Rick Pitino endorsed
Yes, he did.
Pope. Even said that if he needed some NIL money, he would write the first check if he needed to.
So Ricky Pitino with the big-time endorsement. So I do think he brings a lot of compassion and energy. And
well, he wants to be there, and that's a big part of it. So runner out at second for Russell, and first pitch here to Hignott, taken for ball 1.
I do think he'll be more fan-friendly and media-friendly than Cal Perry.
Could be.
Couldn't do much worse, I don't think.
Oh, he could be worse. Here, 1-0, swing and a miss for strike 1. Count even at a ball and a strike.
I guess his press conference is tomorrow at 4:30.
4:30 at Rupp Arena.
Free?
Tickets are free.
You going down, Steve?
Would like to, but I kind of doubt it. Sunday, not the slowest of days for us. You get ready for the week as a swing and a miss on the 1-1 pitch for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Beautiful day for baseball. I got about 64 degrees, sun shining.
Nice.
Here in the middle of April. Crisp on the mound, a 1-2 count to Hignott at the plate. Runner out at second for Russell as 1-2 will be fouled off, out of play, and count still remains 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bobcats leading 1-0. Steve, I was thinking, you got those Utah players, BYU players going to come. They're pretty good players. I'd imagine those fifth-year seniors coming with Mark Pope are probably about as good as those incoming freshmen for Kentucky they were going to have. Probably about as good or better.
Could be. May still wind up with 1 or 2 of those. As
I think Prairie be
1-2 fouled off again. Yeah, could be.
I think he'll stay.
Of course, the offense that Pope will run, a shooter-friendly offense.
Shoots a lot of three-pointers. Be interesting to see if he'll press like Patino did.
1-2 pitch from Crisp as he sets, delivers, taken for strike 3. That's out number 3 here in the second. We go to the bottom half of inning number 2, 1-0. Breathitt County due up for the Bobcats, 6, 7, 8. That's Bird, Hudson, and Holland. We will be back in 1 minute, back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the bottom of inning number 2 as Breathitt County with a 1-0 lead going to the bottom of the second. Due up for the Bobcats, 6, 7, 8. That's Bird, Hudson, and Holland, as Breathitt County would love to add to that 1-0 lead. So far for Russell, 2 hits. They've stranded both of those runners. Breathitt County 1 run on 1 hit. They've stranded 1 as well. It was a hit and a walk back in the first, a double steal, and then a wild pitch. That's how Breathitt County was able to score their run. It's where we sit as Bird to the plate for the Bobcats.
Number 3, Colby Bird, a sophomore for the Bobcats, also plays football for Coach Cal Moore, the athletic director, does a great job for Breathitt County.
First pitch taken for strike 1.
Breathitt County leads 1-0 here. And the Citizens Bank and Trust Classic, we want to thank Citizens Bank for sponsoring everything in Breathitt County. They do such a great job.
The 0-1 fouled back for strike 2. Not only is it the Citizens Bank and Trust Classic on our YouTube channel, it's the WJSN broadcast presented by
Citizens Bank and Trust.
Citizens Bank. They are our title sponsor.
Yes.
The 0-2 skips in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Colby Bird, leading off the bottom of inning number 2 for Breathitt County.
I'm reading too. Maybe Scott Paget may join the staff for Mark Pope.
While you're at it, just throw Jeff Shepard in there. And
Jeff Shepard and Sean Woods too.
here's the 1-2.
And John Pelfrey, so get them all.
Breaking ball low and away for ball 2. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. I would like to see Tyler Eulis stay on.
I would.
On staff if they can work it out. Here's the
would.
break-even pitch taken for strike 3, and that's out number 1 here in the bottom of the second for Breathitt County.
I also had Rondo joining that staff if he could stay out of trouble with the law.
I was trying to remember, did they drop his charges?
They did. I think it was handgun and marijuana.
Yeah.
They dropped those in Indiana.
Hudson, a swing and a miss for strike 1 here with 1 out. Base is empty in the bottom of the second for Breathitt County as they still lead 1-0. Mocus winds, delivers, skips the breaking ball in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Jaden Hudson, number 11, an 8th grader.
The 1-1 going to be fouled off.
Dropped a catcher's helmet, I think.
It did, and then went straight up and lands right in front of the catcher. So 1 ball, 2 strikes at the plate to Hudson. 1 out and the base is empty.
Steve Howell, Cal Prairie, do Arkansas. He'll do pretty good, won't he?
He'll do all right. 1-2 goes low and away for ball 2. 2 balls, no strike. It's going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes. Apologize.
Going to bring his whole staff with him.
That's what I heard.
Everybody except Coach Welch going to Friendsville State.
The break-even pitch is inside for ball 3. A lot of wind shaking that center field camera.
Yeah, man, a lot of wind. Inside.
Payoff pitch is taken for ball 4, so 1 out walk to Hudson for Breathitt County.
Bobcats has Hudson now on first base, leading 1-0. As number 14 comes to play, that Mr. Miles Holland. Miles is an 8th grader for the Bobcats.
They throw over to first, but runner back in time. One out, 1 on. Mocus delivers. Swing and a miss. Big cut. Strike 1.
Breathitt leads 1-0. Breathitt playing Russell from the 16th region.
They throw over to first, back safely again. A 1 count at the plate to Miles Holland with 1 out and 1 on. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Going to be pop foul, first base side for strike 2. Oh, 2 count.
Bobcats trying to get this 8th win of the season as we're, I guess, Steve, about halfway
Yeah, you're
through.
about halfway, time-wise and schedule-wise. Here's a chopper to first, fielded by Frazier. Mocus covers the bag. 4 out, number 2, but Hudson does advance to second base. So a runner in scoring position now for Breathitt County.
As to the plate for the Bobcats, number 10, Dylan Stacy, the senior, and I tell you what, one of the best center fielders in all of Kentucky.
Mocha sets and delivers to the plate in the dirt. Good stop by Witt behind the plate for ball one.
Bobcats leading Russell 1-0. On balls, no strikes.
Here's the 1-0. Upstairs for ball two.
One out. As you can hear the wind in our microphones.
Runner out at second for Breathitt County. Hitters count for Stacy at the plate on the 2-0. The pitch is upstairs, taken for ball three. The top of the lineup in the on-deck circle for the Bobcats as Bellamy due up next. There's 2 outs. In runner out at second for the Bobcats. Here's the 3-0 from Mokas. Taken for strike one.
Bobcats has a runner in scoring position, trying to add to this 1-0 lead.
Here's the 3-1. Check swing.
Didn't go around, don't think.
If he didn't, that's ball four.
Ball four.
So runners at first and second for Breathitt County as they roll to the top of the lineup.
Now bring Bellamy up to the plate.
He singled to left center back in the first.
This wind is pretty strong today.
Bellamy also scored the only run so far after he had a stolen base. He scored on a wild pitch as Mocha sets and delivers. First pitch hits him in the helmet, breaking ball. Tried to get out of the way, but could not. So that will load the bases for
Number 24, Aiden Combs.
Breathitt County. The graphic was wrong. Instead of 1 out, there are 2 outs.
Combs, he is hitting 300 on the season for the 8th grader. Like Steve said, bases are loaded for the Bobcats. Trying to add on to this 1-0 lead.
First pitch taken for strike one. Combs walked in the first, was stranded at third when the inning ended. 0-1 count to him here in the bottom of the second. Mocha Swines delivers upstairs, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded, but 2 outs. Chance for Breathitt County to add to this lead, but opportunity for Russell to get out of it. Here's line drive up the middle. It will get by the center fielder. That will plate at least 2 runs, if not 3. Bellamy getting the windmill, as they say. Combs doesn't stop at second on his way to third, and he'll hop down at third base, so to speak. 3 RBIs for the 8th grader from Breathitt County.
What a hit, a triple by Combs. Helmet goes off between the second and third base. And I tell you what, that ball dropped just in front of the center field.
It was a nice attempt by Parker Mitchell out in center field for Russell.
4-0 now for Breathitt County. Big time hit by the 8th grader. And Bobcats got the runs they needed for some
it's
padding. 4-0. And so we've got Combs now at third base. As Turner back up to the plate, number 52, Robbie Turner, the junior. Robbie hitting about 250 for Coach Justin Combs.
He takes the first pitch upstairs for ball one.
And Steve, thank you for closing that door. That wind was
cool. Man.
I guess the older you get, the thinner your skin gets and blood.
As the 1-0 taken for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Robbie Turner at the plate for Breathitt County. Here's the 1-1.
A little bit low.
Low and away for ball 2.
Combs on third with that triple. Scored and plated 3 runs for Breathitt County.
Here's the 2-1. Going to be a single in the left field, brings in another run, and Breathitt County
5-0.
5-0, 4 runs here in the second inning for the Bobcats.
Number 24, Sebastian Bashauer leading the Bobcats, hitting a whopping 472. Bash, a 3-year starter.
So, courtesy runner coming in for Breathitt County as
so we got, like Steve said, our
35 Spencer, White Spencer.
Is
that right?
I got him Adam.
It might be Adam.
Adam, brother.
Yep.
Pretty daggone close, Steve.
It happens. Son of kicker Adam Spencer.
Yeah, a boys basketball coach for Breathitt Middle School. Good football player a few years back. Serves our country in the Kentucky National Guards.
Yep. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, out of the Ashland Post,
That's
not
right.
far from where Russell High School is.
He drives us there every day.
As Mokitz sets, delivers the first pitch to Howard at the plate. He'll foul it off for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike.
Runner at first for the Bobcat, that's Spencer, the courtesy runner. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here.
As Mokus sets, kicks to the plate, the 0-1 in the dirt. Nice block by Witt behind the plate.
And good job by Spencer to stay at first.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 2 outs, 1 on. Breathitt County has plated 4 here in the bottom of the second to lead it 5-0 over the Red Devils from Russell as Mokus sets. Goes to the plate with a 1-1. This one another hit.
Yeah.
Through the hole, it's short, and it'll be in left field, and runners at first and second for Breathitt County. And we're going to get a visit to the mound for Russell.
Runners at first and second for the Bobcats, and Steve's going to go right ahead.
I was getting ready to say I've seen a pitcher warming up over in what would be the bullpen area for the Red Devils, and I think we are going to get a pitching change. We'll line everything out when we come back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Lothar is the new pitcher for Russell as Mokus goes to second and Hignott comes out. Those are the substitutions we've seen. We got nothing official from the umpire or coaches or anybody, but that's what we saw as Breathitt County here in the bottom of the second inning leads it 5-0. They've put a 4 spot here basically with 2 outs.
Absolutely. Generated a lot of offense.
They've got 2 on. The courtesy runner, Spencer, will be out at second. Howard, who singled a moment ago, at first. And Crisp at the plate, a chance to help out his own cause even more. He's a starting pitcher for Breathitt County here today. Round robin, next game, there's 3 games here total. Game after this one will be Floyd Central versus Russell, and then that will be followed up by the last game, Breathitt County and Russell, right here at the Breathitt High School baseball complex.
Lothar, a junior, the pitcher for the Red Devils. 5-0, Bobcats up.
2 outs in the bottom of the second.
Breathitt County, 2 runners on. One at first, one at second here.
So Crisp digs in. He struck out in the first, facing the new pitcher for Russell. That's Lothar. Sets and delivers. Taken for strike one. The only thing I will say is that set did not last very long, and they'll have to be careful because you have to come set with runners on base. Otherwise, it could be called a balk. Oh, there's sets. There he goes. Now he sets and kicks the 0-1 to the plate. This one's going to be lifted in the center field. Mitchell goes over, settles under, makes the catch for out number 3. Damage done here in the second, though. Breathitt County leads Russell 5-0 as they scored 4 runs in the second inning. Due up for Russell in the top of the third. 9-1-2. That's Mitchell, Hankins, Frazier. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the top of the third. Breathitt County with a 5-0 lead over the Red Devils from Russell, as due up for Russell in the lineup is 9-1-2. That is Caden Mitchell, then Hankins and Frazier for the Red Devils. Breathitt County 1 in the first, 4 in the second. They have plated 5 runs on 4 hits, stranded 3. Russell scoreless on 2 hits, and they've stranded a couple of runners, 1 in each of the first 2 innings. As we go to the top of the third, Crisp through 2 innings, 25 pitches, 19 strikes. As the Bobcats, like James said, looking to pick up win number 8, 7-9 on the year so far this year. Of course, defending 14th region champions. Got knocked out of the All-A 14th region tournament by Hazard. Hazard was eliminated by Wolfe County. That game was played up at Alice Lloyd on Wednesday. As digging in here is Mitchell for Russell. And that's Caden Mitchell. So 9-1-2 for the Red Devils as they look to get something going in the third.
Caden Mitchell, a sophomore for the Red Devils. Mitchell hitting 138.
He squares the bunt. Bunt's foul for strike 1.
5-0 Bobcats leading here. A triple header at the Breathitt County Baseball Complex.
Yeah, 3 teams in to play a round robin. Everybody plays everybody.
Citizens Bank and Trust Classic.
Now again, game 2, Floyd Central, Russell. Game 3, Breathitt County, Floyd Central. As Crisp winds the 0-1. Goes outside for ball 1. Count even at a ball and a strike.
Bobcats. 2 games today.
Here's the 1-1. Going to be grounded to short. Slow roller. Bellamy throws to first, and it gets by the first baseman. So leadoff man aboard for Russell.
Mark Pope on the way to Lexington State, just boarded a plane from Utah. He'll be here in 4 or 5 hours. I guess that's mountain time, is that right?
I want to say that's right. As Hankins at the plate, he led off the top of the first with a double to left, 1 for 1, but he was stranded at third to end the top of the first. Runner over at first now for Russell here in the top of the third as breaking ball popped up to second base. Combs settles under and makes the catch for out number 1. Yeah, Hankins jumped on the first pitch, fastball on his first at bat. And in this at bat, Breathitt County starts him off with a breaking ball and pops him up.
1 down here in the third.
As Frazier up for Russell now, trying to move the runner at least in the scoring position. As Chris sets, delivers, blown away, ball 1.
5-0 Bobcats leading Russell.
Yeah, you got a shaky center field camera. The wind blowing pretty good out there. Tried to mount it down as much as I could. As big swing and a miss on the 1-0 pitch from Crisp to Frazier, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, 1 on. Top of the third, 5-0. Breathitt County with the lead. Crisp has the sign. Checks the runner and sets. Goes home with a 1-1, a swing and a miss. Got him out in front. Off-speed pitch for strike 2.
Russell has a runner at first base.
And that's Caden Mitchell. Led off the inning. And then a pop-up by Hankins, and Frazier up now with 1 on, 1 out. The 1-2 pitch from Crisp. A swing and a miss for strike 3. That's out number 2 here in the third for Russell.
Crisp looking sharp. Looking crisp, right?
There you go. As Mocha's to the plate for the Red Devils. Was the starting pitcher. Was relieved by Lothar in the bottom of the second as Crisp sets, delivers upstairs, ball 1.
Kyle Mokas on the year, hitting .372, so he can get the bat around.
He grounded out the short to start in the first inning, and he's here in the top of the third with 2 outs and 1 on. 1-0 pitch, blown away, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. So a hitter's count here for Mokas. Trying to get something going for Russell in the top of the third inning.
Runner at first for the Red Devils.
2-0 pitch going to be lifted into left field. That's Fugit settling under, making a catch for out number 3. We go to the bottom half of the third inning. It's 5-0 Breathitt County. Do it for the Bobcats. 6, 7, 8. That is Bird, Hudson, Holland. We will be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Breathitt County with a 5-0 lead going to the bottom of the third. They lead Russell at the moment. 2 up for Breathitt County, 6, 7, 8 in the lineup. That is Bird, Hudson, and Holland, as Breathitt County 1 in the first and 4 in inning number 2 that sparked their 5-0 lead. Mokas, who was the starting pitcher for Russell, gave way in the second to Lothar, who came in through 2 pitches and got out of the inning.
That's right, State Bobcats 5-0 here. Playing the 16th Region Russell team.
Yeah, for Russell, the drive probably about an hour, 45, a little under
Easy,
2 hours.
yeah.
That's a school that Breathitt County, you mentioned it earlier, has played in other sports, football mainly, occasionally basketball, but not very often. But football, you go through the history of Breathitt County and Russell football, and they're Ivan McGlone was the main man over there during that time. As Bird digs in for Breathitt County, leading off the third, fouls off the first pitch for strike one.
The Bobcats routinely met Russell in the playoffs.
Yep. And a big one back in 2002 in the state semifinal. Here's the 0-1. Lifted high in the left field. Going back is Criswell and makes the catch. Had to fight the sun.
He twisted and turned a little bit so he get himself centered up.
Thought he was going to lose it in the sun, and that's out number one for Breathitt County here in the third.
Number 11, Jaden Hudson to the plate.
Hudson walked in the second, came around to score one of those 4 runs that Breathitt County scored in that second inning.
Ninth grader Hudson.
As first pitch from Lowther to Hudson, taken for ball one.
Good friend Chuck Price listening to us. Thank you, Chuck, for tuning us in. Good friend of the station.
As the 1-0 taken for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. We apologize that we are the ones on the air you have to listen to, right?
His son Bo, quite the athlete. Track and field.
As the 1-1 upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike.
How do you anticipate Coach Calipari? He'll do pretty good at Arkansas.
I think he'll do fine at Arkansas. Not as much pressure. It has almost, not quite, but almost the same amount of financial support as the 2-1 up and away for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. They're getting $5 million in NIL money to build a roster.
And plus, the fans will adore him, and the media will love him for a while.
Oh, it's a big name, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the 3-1 taken for ball 4. So Breathitt County with a man at first with 1 out.
Number 14 comes to the plate. Miles Holland for the Bobcats. 5-0.
He grounded out to first in the second inning.
Chuck's traveling the Mount Sterling for Cole's first ever travel tourney.
Throw over to first, and back safely is Hudson.
Good luck to Cole.
Lowther sets, delivers to the plate. Ground ball foul, third base for strike one. Breathitt County had 2 outs in the fourth before they plated their runs, and they got all 4 there with that 2-out rally, loaded the bases and brought them in. They had a triple from Combs. As Lowther checks the runner at first, he'll set and kick to the plate. Popped foul out of play over our heads for strike 2.
Yeah, I think for a while, Calipari charmed his way through a couple years. And probably with the end of his contract, it'll be about the end of him, probably, or as far as, he'll be 70 years old.
The UK baseball team got another win over Auburn last night. They are 12-1 in SEC play so far this season, as Lowther throws over the first. Hudson back safely here in the bottom of the third with 1 out. 1 on for the Bobcats, 0-2 count to Holland at the plate.
Transylvania's women's basketball coach, Coach Julia Fox, a guest on the World Famous Sports Talk for several times, has took the job at Marshall.
The 0-2 taken in the dirt for ball 1. The catcher, Wick, couldn't find it, and Hudson will go to second on what is a wild pitch. So runner in scoring position now, on a 1-2 count at the plate to Holland. Breathitt County a chance to add to a 5-0 lead here in the bottom of the third.
One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here for Holland.
1-2 pitch taken for strike 3. That is out number 2 here in the third.
As number 10, Stacy, comes to the plate for the Bobcats. Stacy, he is hitting .250, the center fielder, and he's a good one at that.
A lot of speed for Stacy and Breathitt County. As Lother checks the runner, coming set. Delivers to the plate, upstairs, ball 1. Stacy walked in the second, scored one of those 4 runs. Chance to pick up an RBI here if he can get one down in the outfield.
Bobcats has a runner at second base, like Steve said.
That's Hudson at second, and a 1-0 count to Stacy at the plate.
Jaden Hudson, he played in the Kentucky Prep All-Star game last weekend.
Spin throws to second, does Lother, but Hudson back safely.
(5-0), Bobcats leading Russell. Bottom of the third.
As Lother kicks the 1-0. Upstairs, ball 2, and a hitter's count coming up for Stacy at the plate with 2 balls, no strikes, 2 out, 1 on. Breathitt County looking to add to that 5-run lead at 5-0. They've scored in the first 2 innings so far, trying to keep that going, scoring in every inning as the 2-0 is taken for ball 3.
We are streaming on YouTube. Go to YouTube, type in WJSN 97.3, and there he'll be.
Witt, the catcher for Russell, going to go out and talk to his pitcher on the mound. 3-0 count to Stacy.
Coach Combs talks to Stacy, gives him some instruction.
Some games next week. Wolf County, Jackson City softball on Monday.
5:30. We're pretty sure about that.
On Friday, we're going to try to pull a simultaneous broadcast. The Breathitt County, Jackson City softball game at 5:30 will be on 97.3 WJSN. We're going to try to do the baseball game between the same 2 schools at 6 o'clock here on YouTube as the 3-0 to Stacy is upstairs, taken for ball 4, and it's a 2-out walk as Breathitt County will roll it back to the top of the lineup with runners at first and second. Isaac Bellamy to the plate, 1 for 1. Singled in the first, hit by a pitch in the second, has scored 2 runs and stole a base. This was the situation. He came in the bottom of the second when he got hit by the pitch. As Lother sets, now kicks to the plate. First pitch taken for strike 1.
Bellamy hitting .333 on the season. Isaac Bellamy. Hit by a pitch, last at bat hit in the helmet.
Lother kicks the 0-1. Ground ball to third. Nice play by Adams to glove it, step on the bag. 4 out, number 3. We go to the top of the 4th. Due up for Russell, 4, 5, 6. That's Adams, Criswell, and Mitchell. We will be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Breathitt County leads Russell 5-0 in the Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson Baseball Classic here at Breathitt County High School baseball field. As due up for Russell here in the top of the fourth, 4, 5, 6 in their lineup. That is Adams, Criswell, and Mitchell, Parker Mitchell, the center fielder for the Russell Red Devils. Breathitt County held scoreless for the first time in the bottom of the third. They've now stranded 5 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, 5 stranded for Breathitt County. No runs, 2 hits, 3 stranded so far for Russell. As I want to say a big thank you to Emily Hollett helping us with the camera today. Rick Hensley out of town and had to pick up a new person to run the camera for us. She's running the in-play camera down the first base line. Baseball, always difficult to get the perfect camera angles that you're not shooting through a fence or something to that effect.
Number 7, Jacob Tolliver up to the plate, looking for his first hit of the season.
He flied out to center field back in the first, leading off the top of the fourth here. First pitch from Crisp, a swing and a miss for strike 1.
5-0 Bobcats leading.
Crisp, go ahead.
Sorry.
I was going to say Crisp winds the 0-1, a swing and a miss for strike 2, and he's quickly ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Adams had that nice play to end the bottom of the third, able to field the ground ball and step on the bag at third for the final out, leading off the fourth here, but down 0-2 on the count. And swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's the first out here in the top of the fourth for Russell.
Cincinnati Reds leading the Chicago White Sox 5-0. Reds 7-6. The White Sox 2-11.
Yeah, Ellie De La Cruz coming into today's game had homered, 4 times in 4 games or something like that?
Yes.
As first pitch to Criswell here, taken in the dirt for ball 1, and hit, of course, one of those home runs, an inside the park home run that he went home to home in under 15 seconds. As
that's tough.
The 1-0 going to be fouled off for strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. One of the home runs went 450 feet off the top of the batter's eye in center field at Great American Ballpark, and he had a home run last night as well. Here's the 1-1, a swing and a miss for strike 2.
Criswell hitting 147 on the year.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Base is empty for Russell here in the top of the fourth.
5-0 Bobcats leading.
Crisp winds the 1-2. Going to be lined in the left center field. A 1-out single for Criswell. And they'll put runner at first with 1 out for the Red Devils.
As number 14 comes to the plate, Parker Mitchell. Parker hitting 256 on the season for the Red Devils. As Russell has a runner on with 1 out.
Yeah, Mitchell struck out back in the second. Chance here to have, at the very least, a productive out for Russell. If he can move the runner into scoring position as Crisp sets, checks the runner, ball hits the plate. Runner will go to second on the wild pitch. And runner in scoring position already with still the 1 out. And a 1-0 count at the plate to Mitchell.
We're in top of the fourth. Bobcats will play later on this evening versus Floyd Central.
Yeah, that was the matchup we were going to have at 11 o'clock this morning as the 1-0 is swing and a miss for strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. But given all the rain they've had all week and even yesterday and last night, they had to have more time to work on the field to dry it out. Did a really good job. It's in great condition. And so when they did that, they moved the Floyd Central game, Floyd and Breathitt, to the final game. Here's the 1-1. Taken for ball 2. Count goes 2 balls, 1 strike.
Runner on second for Russell. I see former Breathitt County baseball coach Glenn Napier in the house. Also coached the boys basketball team in the 80s.
Here's the 2-1 from Crisp. Stays upstairs on the breaking ball for ball 3. 3-1 to count. 1 out. Criswell at second, like James said, for Russell. Parker Mitchell at the plate. Opportunity for an RBI. A 3-1 count here. It's a hitter's count as Crisp sets, delivers upstairs, ball 4, and put runners at first and second for Russell. Still 1 out in the top of the 4th as Coach Kyle Crisp going to go out and talk to Eli and the entire infield.
Chris trying to settle down his son.
Also, we thank the camera person running the camera for us. I want to say thank you, Kevin Davidson. He's always running almost always anyway, running the board for us. When we're on the radio, we do simultaneous radio and YouTube broadcast most of the time. Sometimes it's radio only, sometimes YouTube only. Sometimes we have to split the crew and go different ways, but which we'll do next Friday as the meeting on the mound will adjourn. And runners at first and second. The catcher, Witt, for Russell at the plate. He doubled down the left field line back in the second inning. Of course, a courtesy runner came in for him, and that runner was stranded at second to end that second inning. It's 5-0 Breathitt County at the moment. Russell trying to cut into that lead here with 1 out. Top of the 4th. This Crisp sets, checks both runners. They throw over to first, and runners are back safely.
5-0 Bobcats leading Russell, threatening with runners at first, runners at second.
Crisp going from the stretch with runners on. Has his sign. Now goes to the plate. Upstairs, ball 1. Russell's had opportunities to score before now, but
yes,
Breathitt's been able to shut the door so far. 1-0 to the plate. Taken for ball 2, so a hitter's count here for Witt. He's already got 1 hit today, a double in the second. If he did that here, would bring a run in for the Red Devils. 5-0 Breathitt County at the moment. As Crisp sets. Now with the 2-0. Taken outer half for strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 4th. Russell trying to get something generated here.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Up and away, ball 3. Hitters count here. Crisp has thrown now 52 pitches, 34 strikes. Very close to the 2-to-1 strike-to-ball ratio, but was above that up until this inning. Trying to get out of the jam here. 3-1 count. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Big pitch by Crisp. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 3-2, sorry.
Yep, full count, sorry.
5-0, Bobcats leading.
Strikeout would be big for Breathitt County in this situation. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled back out of play. Count remains full. Good job by Witt to keep the at-bat going, fouling it out of play.
Runners at first, runners at second for Russell.
Payoff pitch once again.
Popped up.
Should be an infield fly, as it was fair, barely, and Howard makes the catch for out number one. Or excuse me, out number two. I apologize. That will bring to the plate Lowther. First at bat of the game. Came in relief on the mound back in the second inning. Just now getting back to that spot in the lineup are the Red Devils. Still 2 on, runners at first and second. Now 2 outs as Crisp sets, delivers, fouled off for strike one.
Lowther hitting .63 on the season. Russell had runners at first and runners at second.
Crisp at the 0-1. Check swing upstairs, and they say he didn't go. Ball one, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Russell will be playing Floyd Central after this game.
Yeah, immediately following this game. It's Crisp with the 1-1 delivery, breaking ball, goes on away in the dirt just a little bit for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Steve, as a former baseball player yourself, how did you like doubleheaders?
Didn't mind them, honestly.
Didn't mind them?
Of course, you got to love baseball to love a doubleheader, right?
Yeah.
Here's the 2-1. Low and away, or it's going to be low and in for ball 3. It pops out of the glove of Turner, but everybody stays right where they are. So 3-1 count to Lowther at the plate with 2 outs and 2 on. Runners are at first and second still for Russell. The right fielder, Caden Mitchell, in the on-deck circle for the Red Devils as this pitch going to be lifted into left center field. Stacy giving chase, and he will cut it off just before it gets to the fence, but that will plate a couple of runs for Russell. Throw goes into third, a 2 RBI double for Lowther and Russell. It's 5-2 now. Breathitt County still with the lead, but Russell clawing back into it.
Russell on the scoreboard now. Those runs come with 2 outs.
And still 2 down as the right fielder Mitchell coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1, reached on an error back in the third, and courtesy runner for the Red Devils. That's Kaiser trotting out to second base.
Grayson Kaiser, the courtesy runner.
First pitch to Parker going to be lined in the left field as throw going to cut off by third. They're going to throw it to second, try to get the runner, and they're going to call him out. As they check on the players, help each other out. Everybody looks to be okay, but it is going to be 5-3 run scores. Breathitt County's lead is down to 2 as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Due up for Breathitt County 2-3-4. That'll be Combs, Turner, and Howard. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Russell with a 3 spot in the top of the fourth. And Breathitt County's lead went from 5-0 to 5-3 as we go to the bottom half of that fourth inning. Bobcats will have 2, 3, 4 to the plate. Combs, Turner, and Howard. Lowther has shut the door on Breathitt County so far since he came in relief back in the bottom of the second. He has pitched 1 in the third innings to this point of scoreless baseball and had the 2 RBI double in the top of the fourth to get Russell on the board, and then the RBI single by Mitchell as he got thrown out trying to advance to second on the throw. Breathitt County cut the throw going to the plate and got the runner out at second in what was a nice play by the Bobcat defense, but the run scored, and Breathitt County's lead is now 2.
5-3, like Steve said, bottom of the fourth. Bobcats trying to add some distance between them and Russell as Combs comes to the plate. Well, he hit a big with triple.
Yep, back in the second, brought it that, knocked in 3 runs. He would go on to score a run. He also stole a base back in the first. 1 for 1, a triple and a walk to this point, leading off the bottom of the fourth for Breathitt County. Fouls off the first pitch for strike 1.
Of course, just getting underway here at the bottom of the fourth.
Here's the 0-1 from Lowther. Outside for ball 1. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Breathitt County has led the entire way. They scored 1 in the first, 4 in the second. Russell's 3 came just a little bit ago in the top of the fourth as the 1-1 from Lowther. Going to be fouled off third base side for strike 2.
One ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Of course, the lady Breathitt County softball team playing too. Buckhorn they played earlier.
1-2 count, a swing and a miss for strike 3. 1 up, 1 down for Breathitt County here in the fourth inning. As Turner to the plate, he singled to left back in the second.
Robbie.
I was going to say he also knocked in a run then as well.
Robbie Turner hitting .237.
First pitch, check swing. They say went around for strike 1.
1 out here, bottom of the fourth.
And an 0-1 count at the plate. Lowther, 24 pitches, 14 strikes so far since coming in relief with 2 outs in the second inning. 0-1 pitch, a swing foul tip for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Lowther winds the 0-2. Taken outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Howard in the on-deck circle for Breathitt County. 1-2 pitch. Low again. Count even at 2-2.
Bases empty for Breathitt County. On a beautiful Saturday afternoon for high school baseball.
Here's the break-even pitch from Lowther to Turner. It's going to be lifted in the left center field, and it will drop for a 1-out single as Mitchell will get it in. And Breathitt County with a runner at first and 1 out.
Sebastian Howard hitting .472, 17 hits, 9 RBIs, 4 doubles on the season. As the Bobcats has a runner at first base.
So that'll make Lowther go from the stretch with a runner on. And a courtesy runner. That's Spencer again for Breathitt County. Popped up on the first pitch is Howard. It's going to go foul. Adams goes over, makes the catch for out number 2. Big out for Russell.
Number 5 comes to the plate, Eli Crisp, the pitcher. Eli on the season hitting 129.
So runner's still over at first for Breathitt County. He's 0 for 2 so far today is Chris, but the throw goes to first. Spencer didn't have much of a lead at all as he's back safely. Lowther sets, delivers, a swing and a miss for strike one.
Looks like Bellamy getting warmed. Despite their shoulder problems, getting some.
They've been very deliberate as far as when he's been pitching. It's been small spot areas here. Swing and a miss on the 0-1 for strike two, and it's no balls, 2 strikes to Crisp at the plate. 2 outs, runner at first. 5-3 Breathitt County is Lowther with the 0-2 delivery. Popped foul and out of play. Still 0-2. Yeah, Russell has the top of the lineup coming to the plate in the top of the 5th. It'll be 1, 2, 3. Hankins, Frazier, and Mokas. So Breathitt County wanting to try to get through that top of the lineup without allowing them to do anything. But an 0-2 count here to Crisp. He's going to foul it off once again. Back-to-back foul balls. Keeps the at-bat going with an 0-2 count. 2 outs and a runner at first. That's Spencer, the courtesy runner for Turner, who singled just a little bit ago. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Lowther sets. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off again. Crisp does not want the at-bat to end.
Fighting those pitches off. No balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 4th, 1 runner on for Breathitt County. 5-3 Bobcats leading Russell.
We'll do the 0-2 pitch all over again as Lowther sets. Throws to first. Spencer back in plenty of time. He's not getting much of a lead over there. Just about a step and a half to 2 steps, and that's it. 0-2 count still to Crisp at the plate. Lowther checks the runner. Now comes homeward. Outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye by Crisp. Not to chase that one.
And umpire going to go out and walk the ball to Lowther.
Say a few words to him.
Not sure what that's about.
I don't know what it could be.
We get back to action as Lowther toes the mound and now steps off. One-two count to Crisp with 2 outs. Runner still over at first. Lowther checks the runner. Spencer not a big lead at all. Lowther sets, delivers. Blown away. Ball 2. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And 2 outs. Bobcats with a runner on at first.
Lowther shakes off the first sign, takes the second one, kicks the break-even pitch. Lifted in the right field as Mitchell goes over. Caden Mitchell makes the catch. For out number 3, Breathitt County will strand a runner, but they still lead it 5-3 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Due up for Russell, 1, 2, 3, Hankins, Frazier, and Mokas. We will be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, ROSEBROS.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the top of the fifth, 5-3 the lead for Breathitt County Bobcats over the Red Devils from Russell. And Russell will have the top of the lineup coming to the plate as Crisp still on the mound for the Bobcats. But Hankins, Frazier, and Mokus due up for Russell as Hankins doubled the left to start the ball game, was stranded at third base to end that first inning, and then popped out the second and the third. He's 1 for 2 so far. You talked about Bellamy warming up in the bottom half of the fourth. Would imagine one of those situations where if Crisp gets in any kind of trouble, probably will have Bellamy come in relief for Breathitt County.
Yes, sir. I think that's correct. 5-3 Bobcats leading, top of the fifth. Just about to get underway.
As Hankins to the plate. Crisp so far, 61 pitches, 40 strikes, and right at that 2-to-1 strike-to-ball ratio. He'll go from the windup as Hankins leads off the fifth for Russell, and first pitch goes upstairs for ball one.
Hankins hitting .383. He leads the Red Devils in the batting average. 18 hits, 9 runs, 6 RBIs, 3 doubles, and a triple.
1-0, fouled back out of play for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Struck out 11 times, stolen 10 bases. That's Hankins.
Here's the 1-1. Hankins squares the bunt, pulls back, takes ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Top of the field, 5-3 Bobcats. 2-1 count, no outs.
Pitch is going to be lifted in the right field, going over Holland, trying to get there and cannot get to it. Falls safely as Stacy will get it in quickly, and it's a leadoff double here in the fifth for Hankins, his second double of the game. And Coach Combs going to come out for Breathitt County. I believe we're going to see a pitching change for the Bobcats as we are, and we will take a break. We'll come back in 1 minute. 5-3, Breathitt County leads Russell with nobody out and a runner at second. When we come back, we'll get the pitching change ready to go. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, ROSEBROS.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Okay, so the substitutions are this way. Bellamy will be the new pitcher for Breathitt County, and Eli Crisp, who was the starting pitcher for the Bobcats, will go to left field. Colby Bird, the DH, going to second base, and Aiden Combs, who was at second, goes to short as they, in turn, well, hold on.
Still,
as I say that, they're changing that around.
getting some adjustments made here.
Fugett's going to go right back to second base, or to left field. I apologize.
So Russell, a runner at second here. No outs.
Bellamy on the mound now for Breathitt County, trying to pick up the save. Got a runner out at second, so runner in scoring position. But it's a 2-run deficit for the Russell Red Devils. To the plate will be Frazier, the first baseman, as we await the umpire to get ready to go behind the plate.
Frazier hitting .286 on the season.
He's giving the substitution for Breathitt County over to the Russell dugout. Bellamy has pitched in relief a lot this year, but I haven't really seen him start, and his innings have been short when he has pitched. A couple innings here, 1 or 2 there.
Nursing a shoulder injury.
And he's trying to keep it loose now. So digging in is Frazier for Russell, 0 for 2 so far, 2 strikeouts. At the plate with a runner out at second, that's Hankins, who doubled just a few moments ago. Bellamy will set and deliver. A bunt attempt that will be popped foul and go into the Russell dugout for strike 1.
Runner at second base for Russell, runner in scoring position.
We've got a bad glare on that car.
Oh, yeah,
Just
I see it
getting them now. We'll just
that maroon
have
car.
to switch camera angles. Not the best angle here as Bellamy delivers the 0-1, taken for strike 2, and he's quickly ahead. No balls, 2 strikes.
The veteran, Isaac Bellamy.
And a swing and a miss on the 0-2 pitch. And that's out number 1 here in the 5th. Comes in and 3 straight strikes. Gets the first out. So Mokas to the plate. The left-handed hitting second baseman was the starting pitcher for Russell here today.
Hitting .372.
He'll take the first pitch for strike 1. Top of the 5th, 5-3, Breathitt County with the lead at the moment. Runner in scoring position for Russell, though, was the 0-1 from Bellamy, taken for ball 1, count even at a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. Going to be lifted into center field. Stacy with the throw to the plate.
Got
In
him,
time.
Got him. What a
It's
throw.
a single, and the runner goes to second on the throw. And that's why runners in the 14th region don't test Stacy in center field.
Picked him off. Good catch by Turner. Excellent throw. Got that lead runner. Man.
Perfect strike to the plate.
Yes, sir.
And now 2 outs. Runner still in scoring position for Russell, out at second base. Adams to the plate, 0 for 2, a fly out and a strikeout. As Bellamy going from the stretch with the runner on. First pitch outside, taken for ball 1.
Adams hitting .333 on the season. 14 hits, 8 RBIs, 4 doubles.
Bellamy checks the runner, comes with the 1-0, skips on the plate for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. The 0-2 going to be fouled out of play by Adams for strike 1. Bellamy trying to hold Russell right where they are. 5-3, Breathitt County leads. Nice defensive play by Stacy a moment ago to gun down the runner, trying to score on a single from second base. 2-1 count at the plate to Adams as Bellamy with his sign. He checks the runner, sets, kicks to the plate. The 2-1 up and in, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. James, the medical helicopter, looked like coming in, going to land over at the hospital shortly. Here's the 3-1.
Pray for
Fouled off for strike 2.
everybody involved in this as the chopper is going to land at the KRMC.
Yeah, hopefully just precautionary and not necessarily something bad. So full count to Adams at the plate. Mocha's out at second still with 2 outs. Fouled off once again.
Count, full count, two outs, runner on at second in scoring position. Bobcats 5, Russell 3.
Bellamy 12 pitches so far in relief. Here's the payoff pitch, outside ball 4. So it puts runners at first and second for Russell. And brings Criswell to the plate.
Bellamy trying to get out of this inning.
Sets and delivers upstairs, ball 1.
Criswell hitting 147. 5 hits, 4 RBIs, 1 homer, 5 walks, 2 stolen bases. Struck out 17 times.
1-0 across for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count.
Runners at first and second for Russell.
1-1 pitch inside for ball 2. 2-1. Breathitt County 1 out away from getting out of the inning. The 2-1 pitch from Bellamy going to be popped up. Is it playable, though, is the question. Turner trying to settle under and fighting the sun, unable to come away with the catch, and that's strike 2.
Yeah, couldn't quite find it in the sun.
Yeah, we're battling the sun, too. Center field camera picking up glares off of cars behind home plate there. That's why we're on our other camera. As the break-even pitch goes low and away for ball 3. Count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Runners at first and second for Russell. 5-3, Breathitt County leads, trying to keep it there as the payoff pitch. A swing and a miss for strike 3. That's out number 3 here in the top of the 5th. It's 5-3, Breathitt County going to the bottom half of that inning. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Bobcats. It's Bird, Hudson, Holland. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Breathitt County with a 5-3 lead over the Russell Red Devils. Due up for Breathitt County will be 6, 7, 8 in the lineup. That it is Bird, Hudson, and Holland.
Bobcats leading 5-3. Trying to get this win over 16th Region Russell.
And if you're watching on YouTube, wondering what happened to the center field camera, it's got some glare issues. Sun glaring off windows of cars parked in the parking lot there behind home plate. As Bird will lead off the bottom of the 5th inning for Breathitt County. Lowther still on the mound for the Red Devils. Came in relief in the bottom of the 2nd with 2 outs. He's pitched 2 1/3 innings so far. Bird 0 for 2. Trying to get something going for Breathitt County here in the 5th as takes the first pitch low for ball 1.
Colby Bird, a sophomore for Breathitt County.
Here's the 1-0.
Bird hitting 208 on this season.
It's a cross for strike 1. Count even at a ball and a strike. Lowther winds the 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
We're in the bottom of the 5th inning at the Breathitt County Baseball Complex.
So 1-2 count to Bird as Lowther kicks to the plate. Outside, count even at 2-2.
Bobcats will play, I guess, Steve, around 6. Roundabout.
Roughly for the last game is
The CS is back.
break even pitch taken for strike 3, and that's 1 out here in the 5th for Breathitt County.
You're in the Citizens Bank and Trust Classic here.
Yeah, and if you're watching on our YouTube channel, it's presented by Citizens Bank, our title sponsor. As to the plate for the Bobcats is Hudson now. A couple of walks so far today, a run scored, up with the bases empty and 1 out. Swing and a miss here for strike 1.
Bobcats leading Russell 5-3. They're Red Devils.
Lowther winds the 0-1. Outside ball 1, count even at 1 ball and a strike.
And 1 out.
Here's the 1-1. Upstairs and away for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 delivery from Lowther. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Count even at 2-2.
Hudson, the 8th grader.
Holland in the on-deck circle. Another 8th grader for Breathitt County. Here's the break-even pitch. Skips it in the dirt. Ball 3. Count goes full. As Lowther now 47 pitches, 28 strikes so far. Breathitt County trying to make him work a little bit here in the bottom of the 5th.
Five 3 Bobcats leading Russell. We do want to thank everybody for tuning in to 97.3 on the radio and WJSN 97.3 on YouTube.
Payoff pitch is taken for ball 4. 3 walks on the day for Hudson, and he'll be at first with 1 out. And to the plate for Breathitt County is Holland. He's 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout, looking for his first hit, or at the very least, productive out, possibly even getting on.
Number 14, Miles Holland.
Throw over to first as the runner back safely.
Bobcats trying to get this win. We're at the bottom of the 5th inning.
Lowther sets. First pitch to Holland, had him out in front. Off-speed pitch, swinging a miss for strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at first base, that's Hudson.
Here's the 0-1. Taken for ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just a beautiful Saturday afternoon for high school baseball.
1-1 count as the runner back safely over at first. 1 out, 1 on. Breathitt County leading by 2, 5-3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
in the Citizens Bank and Trust Classic.
Here's the 1-1. Up and away, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Hudson not getting a big lead at all over at first as Lowther checks. Throws over, runner back in plenty of time.
Bobcats will play Prairie Central on Monday.
And then they had it scheduled Tuesday as well, but I want to say that game has been moved around due to the academic boosters as the 2-1 is swing and a miss here for strike 2. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. No, let's take that back. That's the week after.
23rd?
23rd, yeah. Apologize. So is it Monday, Tuesday for Breathitt County then?
On the schedule here it says Prairie Central Monday and Prestonsburg Thursday.
That's what it is. Okay. As they throw over to first again, Hudson back safely. 2-2 count to Holland at the plate with 1 out. Here's the break-even pitch. Breaking ball goes low and away, runs the count full. Holland started the swing, but able to hold up and takes ball 3 as the count now full.
Patience by the youngsters, patience by Hudson, and patience by Holland.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and it's out number 2 here in the 5th. Hudson still over at first base for Breathitt County is now Dylan Stacy to the plate.
Stacy had that rocket throw.
Absolutely, yeah.
From center field.
Gunned down Hankins at the plate trying to score on a single from second. First pitch takes ball 1.
Stacy, a senior. And on the year, he is hitting, I'm sure I get that right, 250.
Lowther now has a sign he likes as he sets, throws over to first, and back safely is Hudson.
We got Hudson on first base for the Bobcats.
Here's the 1-0 in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Stacy has walked in both plate appearances so far today. Has scored a run. Scored a run as well. That came back in the second inning. You got a 2-0 count here with 2 outs. Bobcats would love to add on, leading 5-3 in the bottom of the 5th. Breathitt County 1 in the 1 in the first, 4 in the second. That's their 5. Russell with all 3 in the 4th. As the 2-0 goes up and in for ball 3, and it's a 3-0 count to Stacy. Top of the lineup in the on-deck circle, that's Isaac Bellamy. As the Bobcats trying to keep this inning going. 3-0 count to Stacy here. As Lowther sets, throws to first. Hudson back in plenty of time.
5-3, Bobcats leading Russell, Breathitt County Bobcats. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th.
Here's the 3-0. Upstairs, ball 4.
And here comes the Russell's coach.
See if we get a pitching change or if he's just going to talk to. I think we may get a change, just a position change. Yep, we are. And let's take a 1-minute break. We'll come back in 1 minute. Breathitt County with a 5-3 lead, 2 outs in the 5th. New pitcher coming in. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
New pitcher for Russell is Frazier, as Lowther will go to first. Frazier was at first, so just a position switch there for Russell. Breathitt County with runners at first and second. Hudson out at second. Stacy at first with 2 walks. Hudson was a 1-out walk. Stacy was a 2-out walk. And Bellamy at the plate. Chance to help Breathitt County add on to this lead. He's 1 for 2, singled back in the first, hit by a pitch in the second, grounded into a fielder's choice in the third, has scored a couple of runs and stolen a base so far today. And Breathitt County would love to add to that 5-3 lead. There's 2 things you want to be away from, okay? You want to have at least a 3-run lead to get away from what they call a bloop and a blast, a hit and a home run. And then you'd really like to have a 5-run lead. That way you stay away from a grand slam. Those are the 2 things. When you're talking to baseball coaches, 2 things they want to try to do. 3-run lead first, and then a 5-run lead if you can.
Bobcats has 2 men on, a runner in scoring position. 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th.
As Bellamy getting ready to dig in. As not sure what the holdup is here at the moment.
Game going on 2 hours.
Well, they got a slight early start on us, so it's a little bit over that probably if you really want to go. Okay, we're waiting on the umpire, the field umpire, as he comes back on the field. We got the school bus, James, blocking that car that the sun's glaring off of, so we're able to use the center field camera for just at least a minute or so. Looks like Floyd Central arriving.
Here they off the bus.
5-3 lead for Breathitt County. Bellamy at the plate with 2 outs. Frazier, the new pitcher for Russell. As Lowther goes 3 innings worth of work. Gives way to Frazier here with 2 outs in the 5th. First pitch to Bellamy, a breaking ball upstairs for ball 1. Frazier sets, delivers the 1-0, taken for strike 1. 1 ball and the strike. There's the 1-1. Big cut from Bellamy, but a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
5-3 Bobcats. Breathitt has 2 runners on.
1-2 pitch, a breaking ball that Bellamy's able to get a piece of, foul it off, keep the at-bat going. 1-2 the count. Frazier checks the runner, a long look out at second. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And we go to the top of the 6th. It's still 5-3 Breathitt County. 6, 7, 8 due up for Russell. When we come back, that'll be Parker Mitchell, Witt, and Lowther back in one. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the top of inning number 6, due up for Russell this half inning, 6, 7, 8. That's Parker Mitchell, Witt, and Lowther as Breathitt County with a 5-3 lead going to the top of the 6th. Bobcats trying to hold Russell right where they are. Bellamy, the pitcher still for Breathitt County, came in the 5th for the Bobcats, trying to get a multi-inning save. Or at the very least, a hold, if you will.
A hold. Bobcats trying to get the 8th win of the season. And they'll have a few hours off before they take the field around 6 versus the Jaguars from the 15th region for Floyd Central Jaguars.
I'd say at this point, James, you're probably looking at a 7:30 start.
Yeah.
I'd say 5, probably the scheduled start from there, 4:30 to 5 o'clock. You still got a full, at least this inning, if not the 6th and the 7th to play.
Correct.
Here. Plus, you got to maybe try to fix a few things on the field, give Floyd Central time to warm up.
It's a long day for the.
It's again, if you love baseball, it's right up your alley. But kind of one of those things.
And the CS Bank and Trust Classic.
His first pitch from Bellamy going to be fouled off for strike 1.
Got Kenny Rice coming on the show Tuesday at 5:30
on the world famous Sports Talk, if you will.
First time I ever had Kenny on from Prestonsburg, Kentucky.
Long time TVQ sports person.
Works for NBC Sports now.
The 0-1 taken low for ball 1. Count even at a ball and a strike to Parker Mitchell, leading off the top of the 6th for Russell. Here's the 1-1 from Bellamy. Skips in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike.
Austin Spurry won the slam dunk contest at the Kentucky Prep All-Star game last week.
Here's the 2-1 upstairs, ball 3, and a 3-1 count to Mitchell, leading off the 6th for Russell. So a hitter's count here for the Russell center fielder, Parker Mitchell. Bellamy winds, delivers in the dirt, ball 4. So leadoff walk. Going to bring the tying run to the plate for Russell. And that'll be the catcher, Witt. 1 for 2, doubled in the 2nd, popped out to 3rd in the 4th.
As Turner has a meeting at the mound with Bellamy.
We talking about trading cards? Is that what they're
trading cards?
Sometimes it's conversations like that to get
tension off.
Yep, absolutely.
Now in the 14th region, Powell County record 12-4, ranked number 1. Knott ranked number 2, 11-3. Wolf, 55th district, 7-4. Hazard 8-7. Estill 4-7. Prairie Central 6-6. Leslie 7-7. Breathitt 7-9. Letcher 5-4. Second City 2-5. And speaking of Letcher, Matt Taylor, boys basketball coach, moves up the road to Shelby Valley in the 15th region, Letcher Central.
First pitch to Witt, squares the bunt, couldn't get it down, and strike 1.
Randy Casey, congratulations, former Belfry coach, is now the Tennessee Wesleyan men's basketball coach.
The throw back over to first, and Mitchell back to the bag safely. Bellamy from the stretch with a runner on. 0-1 count at the plate and delivers. Another bunt that goes foul for strike two. 0-2 count.
Witt hitting 136 for Russell, the catcher. 5-3, Bobcats leading. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Bellamy in. The senior, of course, Breathitt County, the defending 14th region champs. And let me see, Steve, what did I tell you, the baseball's at Knott and softball at Prairie Central, is that correct?
I think that's
the
correct,
regional
yes.
tournament?
Yes. As the 0-2 is upstairs for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th for Russell. They got a runner at first. Witt at the plate. 5-3 Breathitt County at the moment. Bellamy sets and delivers. Popped up. Will it go out of play? It does. Count still 1-2.
And district tournament will probably start about the 3rd week of May. So about 6 weeks away, 5 weeks away.
Yeah, not long as
No, sir.
Bellamy with the 1-2, swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's out number 1 here in the 6th. Runner still out at first for Russell. Now 1 down. That'll bring Lowther to the plate. He had a 2 RBI double back in the 4th. Came around to score a run as well. So Breathitt County throwing over to first, gets by the first baseman, and now Mitchell going to second.
Lowther hitting 143.
So runner in scoring position for Russell now is Mitchell at second with 1 out. Bellamy sets and delivers. First pitch taken for strike 1. Had Lowther kind of turning, thinking it was coming inside, and a little bit of movement there. Allows it to get back across the plate for strike 1. Bellamy checks the runner as he sets, delivers that 0-1 pitch. Going to be lifted in the right field. Holland going over and making the catch for
nice
out
catch.
number 2. Runner will tag and go to second, though. Good play by Holland in right field.
Nice catch by Holland.
So Caden Mitchell at the plate for Russell. Parker Mitchell out at third. 2 outs. Caden Mitchell 1 for 2. Reached on an error in the 3rd inning. Singled to left field in the 4th, but was thrown out trying to go to second on the throw. As Bellamy's first pitch to Mitchell. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Mitchell hitting 143. Caden Mitchell. Got Caden Mitchell and Caden Criswell for Russell.
The 0-1 lifted in the shallow right field. Will anybody get to it? They will not, and Russell will plate a run. RBI single by Mitchell. He brings Mitchell in, and it is 5-4 Breathitt County.
Russell itching and scratching their way back into this one. Five to 4.
Well, you had a walk and a run.
Yeah.
Error in there. Put him in scoring position. As Bellamy sets, top of the lineup to the plate, that's Hankins. First pitch, he'll line it into the left field for a 2-out single. He likes that first pitch fastball. Swings on them a lot. And runners at first and second now for Russell, tying run in scoring position.
2 on for the Red Devils, 5-4.
Frazier at the plate, 0 for 3. He's looking for his first hit.
Bobcats started off 5-0.
They've not scored any since the second inning. They've had runners on. As first pitch to Frazier, a breaking ball. Breaks across for strike one.
2 on. 2 outs. Oh, ball. No balls, 1 strike, top of the 6th.
The 0-1. Chop to third. Howard Fields steps on the bag for out number 3. Russell scores a run. They trail at 5-4 and due up for Breathitt County as we go to the bottom of the 6th. That's Combs, Turner, and Howard. We will be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Breathitt County with a 5-4 lead over Russell. Due up for the Bobcats. 2-3-4. That's Combs, Turner, and Howard for Breathitt County. As the Bobcats really would love to pick up an insurance run or two here in the 6th before going out for the top of the 7th. Breathitt County trying to hold on and come away with their 8th win on the season. I think Russell trying to pick up win number 4.
That's correct. Win number 4.
As Combs had a 3 RBI triple back in the 2nd inning. 1 for 2 so far with a walk. Those 3 runs batted in and a run scored.
The 8th grader, Aiden Combs.
Frazier awaits the sign. Has it. Winds and delivers the first pitch to Combs. Breaking ball. Upstairs. Ball 1.
Like Steve said, the Bobcats like to generate some insurance runs.
Here's the 1-0 from Frazier. Upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 pitch from Frazier, taken for strike 1, and counts 2-1. So Aiden Combs leading off the bottom of the 6th for the Bobcats. Trying to get something going here is Frazier with the 2-1. Taking low for ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strikes. Bottom of the 6th. In the Citizens Bank and Trust Classic.
3-1 going to be popped up. Third base side as Adams will settle under and make the catch. For out number 1. So 1 up, 1 down for Breathitt County here in the 6th. It brings Turner to the plate. Base is empty.
52, Robbie Turner.
Been fighting the glares off our center field
Right.
camera there off the vehicles. Try to use as much as we can. It's the first pitch to Turner, taken for ball 1. So 1-0 count to Turner here with 1 out. Nobody on in the bottom of the 6th. 5-4 Breathitt County at the moment. as Frazier winds and delivers. Taken for strike one. Count even at a ball and a strike.
Base is empty for Breathitt County.
Here's the 1-1. Fouled back out of play for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bottom of the 6th, 1 out here. Count 1 and 2.
The 1-2. Lifted in the shallow left field. Coming on and making the catch, though, will be Criswell for out number 2.
As Bash Howard, number 34, comes to the plate for the Bobcats. Bash hitting .472, 17 hits, 9 RBIs.
He's up with 2 down and the base is empty. First pitch swinging. Ground ball to short. Throw to first in time for out number 3. We go to the top of the 7th. Due up for Russell, 3, 4, 5. They're in the heart of the lineup. That's Mokas, Adams, and Criswell. Breathitt County leading by 1, trying to hold on. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Breathitt County with a 5-4 lead here as we go to the top of the 7th inning for Russell. 3 runs in the 4th, 1 in the 6th, 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors, 7 stranded for the Red Devils. For Breathitt County, 1 in the 1st, 4 in the 2nd, 5 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors, 8 stranded for Breathitt County, as Russell will have 3, 4, 5 to the plate. That's Mokas, Adams, and Criswell, as Russell trying to, at the very least, tie the game, possibly even take a lead. Breathitt County trying to hold on. Bellamy trying to pick up the save here, multi-inning save, if he can hold on. As, again, it's a round robin in the Citizens Bank Classic here at Breathitt County High School Baseball Complex. Game number 2 will be Russell taking on Floyd Central, and then in the nightcap it'll be Breathitt County and Floyd Central.
So if you're Breathitt County, would you rather play back-to-back or sit out one? Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Sometimes back-to-back is good. Sometimes it's good to get a rest. I mean, especially if you're playing kind of like it is right now, right out in the middle of the sun, in the middle of the day. I mean, it's not 80 or 90 degrees, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, sometimes it's good to get a rest when the sun's beating down on you. It wears you out.
Yeah, buddy, it does. Before you know what's going on.
As we go to the top of the 7th inning, leading off for Russell will be Mokas. He's 1 for 3. Single came back in the 5th inning. And first pitch here upstairs for ball 1.
Mokas hitting .372. Started off the game pitching and gave up 5 early runs.
Here's the 1-0 from Bellamy. Across for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike. No outs here. Top of the 7th. Bobcats hold them. And it's over.
Here's the 1-1 from Bellamy. Line foul.
Uh-oh.
Third base side, now to play.
Dangerous.
It was farther away than it looked. But yeah,
Foul.
that's a dangerous place to park over on that
Yes, it is.
third base line.
I mean, you parked on the side of the school. School between us.
On the other side
Yeah,
of the
school in between us.
Yep. As Bellamy winds the 1-2. Low for ball 2. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Left fielder Adam Spencer, they're moving him around a little bit. As Bellamy with the sign, winds, delivers the break-even pitch. Lifted into left center field. Stacy going on to make the catch for out number 1.
Boy, I tell you what, Stacy defensively is one of the best. Nice catch.
And that's 1 out. Here in the top of the 7th for Russell, and it's important keeping that leadoff batter off the base paths.
Nick Adams hitting .333 for Russell.
0 for 2 with a walk. That walk back in the 5th. As Bellamy winds the first pitch. Breaking ball across for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Base is empty for Russell.
Bellamy with the 0-2 delivery.
Got him
Taken
looking.
for strike 3, and that is
A big
out
one.
number 2 here in the 7th for the Red Devils.
Caden Criswell hitting .147 up to the plate. We're 2 outs here, top of the 7, 5-4. Bobcats trying to get this W.
As Criswell, 1 for 3, singled in the 4th, takes low for ball 1. Again, this is the only game of the round robin that we are broadcasting, as the 1-0 is up and away for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. But we encourage everybody to come out and watch the games. Here's the 2-0 from Bellamy. Outside for ball 3. So 3-0 count to Criswell. With 2 outs, nobody on at the moment. Here in the top of the 7th, Breathitt County with a 5-4 lead over Russell on the 3-0 is across for strike 1.
Yeah, this is a Citizens Banking Trust Classic. First annual.
I don't know if it's going to be annual, but it's the first
First
one.
one. There you go.
The 3-1 across for strike 2.
Count goes full. Base is empty for Russell.
Payoff pitch from Bellamy. Grounded foul. Count still full. We'll do it all over again.
5-4. Bobcats leading Russell.
Payoff pitch once again. Breaking ball that goes low and away for ball 4. It's a 2-out walk to Criswell. And the tying run is on base. It's at first, but on base is Parker Mitchell to the plate.
Parker Mitchell on the season hitting .256.
And we've got a pinch runner for Russell.
As Luke Pennington, number 10.
I've got 10 as Brinkman.
I gave him on this one Pennington, but
Yeah.
you're probably correct. You are.
Let's see what the roster they gave us had.
Jerseys do change from time to time.
First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1.
So the tying run on at first base for Russell.
Bellamy sets. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Yeah, number 10 is Frank Brinkman. At least that's on the lineup card that they gave us.
Got you. That's the most accurate,
Generally, not
up to
always.
date.
And a swing and a miss on the 0-2 for strike 3, and that'll do it. Breathitt County will win it. Final score 5-4. And we're going to try to run down some final stats here real quick once we get this scored. Eli Crisp will get the win. Mocus will take the loss, and the extra inning save to Isaac Bellamy. Coming in the 5th inning. As for Russell, 3 runs in the 4th, 1 in the 6th, 4 runs, 9 hits, 7 stranded for the Red Devils. Breathitt County 1 in the first, 4 in the second. They would go scoreless the rest of the way. 5 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors, 8 stranded for Breathitt County. And see if we can get some of these pitching stats real quick as I'm pulling those up. For the Bobcats, Eli Crisp goes 4 complete innings, or 4 and a third. Isaac Bellamy, 4 complete. Isaac Bellamy gets 3 innings. For Crisp, 6 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. For Bellamy, 3 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. On the other side for Russell, the starting pitcher, Mokas went 1 2/3 inning, gave up 4 hits, 5 runs, all earned. Walked 3, struck out 4. Avery Lowther, 3 innings, 1 hit, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, and Jaden Frazier went 1 1/3 with no walks and a strikeout. Again, Breathitt County with a 5-4 victory here over Russell. Our next broadcast will be radio only on Monday evening as we will go over to Kiwanis Park. Jackson City will host Wolf County in girls softball action, 55th District action. 5:30 first pitch. Broadcast after that will be on Friday. We're going to try to do a dual broadcast. We'll have the Breathitt County Jackson City baseball and softball game. Softball game on the radio starting at 5:30. Baseball game on YouTube starting at 6.
And got the world famous sports talk on Tuesday. Got one Thursday too with Breathitt baseball.
We'll see.
In Estill, yeah. And but Steve, a big win here for Breathitt County. Held on to get the win. Yep. They improved to 8-9.
8-9 on the year, and they will try to make it a 500 record later this evening. As next game coming up, Russell and Floyd Central getting ready to play. Game after that, following that, will be Breathitt County and Floyd Central.
Russell 3-13 now.
Okay. Once again, final score: Breathitt County over Russell, 5-4 in baseball action, and we're going to sign it off. I want to say thank you to Emily Holland running the camera for us, the action camera down the first base line. Also, Kevin Davidson, thank you for running the board for us back at the station. John Bunn, John Couch do a lot for us. We appreciate everything they've done. Thanks to our sponsors and for Stephen Neese, my colleague to my right, James Turner. God is good.
All the time.